Hi everybody, today is Friday, June 26th, and these are some comments in addition to the written comments that I wrote down below this video on your draft of the resource collection assignment. Please see my written comments below, of course, but also watch these carefully and see if you have any questions about these. Overall, I think we've done what we needed to do for this first run through. With this assignment, and I want you to use these comments as resources for revision and for adjustment. There are three things I want to mention here. First of all, some of you have or seem to have a little bit better of an idea as to what area of investigation, what topic, what issue, if you will, you would like to address in your project. For those of you who don't quite have that idea figured out yet, that's fine at this point. But you need to look at the sources that you have and see which direction you might go in with these sources and what topic or what issue, what area of investigation you may want to define more clearly for yourself and for your audience. In other words, having done this initial round of searching and reading, it is now time to begin formulating your areas of interest a little bit more precisely. The second issue I want to mention, which is something that I write about in my comments also, but I want to emphasize it again. Some of you seem to have found sources that are pretty dated, from the early 90s even. They're generally good sources. The only problem is that they will be not very useful to you unless you decide to look at your topic from a sort of the historical perspective. For example, if you're going to talk about web design, and if you're going to use a source from 1991, clearly, this source has sort of run its course, and a lot of new things have happened in web design. So if you're interested in the state-of-the-art look at web design, you will need to find new sources, recent sources, particularly sources which talk about design in the so-called Web 2.0 era. Obviously, the source from 1991 will not do that because that was before Web 2.0. So again, depends on what you're trying to do. If you're interested in a historical investigation of your topic, older sources might be okay or will be okay. But if you want a state-of-the-art sort of current look at your topic, you need to find more up-to-date literature. The third issue I want to mention is this. Consider when you, maybe this is for later, but it's never, I guess never too early to think about this, what medium you would like to work in, whether it's going to be a straightforward academic essay, a professional white paper of some kind, a report, or whether it would be more of a multimedia web-based work. For example, several of you have expressed an interest in doing something for your current workplaces, the offices in which you're employed, and that is a great idea. My question in relation to this is whether you want to go with a more traditional paper-based project, or whether your offices, your colleagues might be interested or might use something more web-based or hypertextual. So remember that you're not limited to traditional linear essays in this project. And while you may not be ready to decide which media to use for this project, until you have actually drafted the proposal for the project in the next couple of weeks, it might be a good idea to begin thinking about what you want to do right now. One final point. This is supposed to be a collective list of resources, so I would like you to read each other's thoughts, each other's summaries and analyses. I would also like you to recommend things for one another if you see something that one of your colleagues might be interested in based on what they've written so far. I would also like you not to be shy in adding thoughts, adding comments, adding material to other members' contributions to the wiki. Because we're working in a wiki, it's not only possible but allowed and recommended that you try to work with other people's materials as well. Later on in this project, I will specifically ask you to find connections to put in conversation your sources with other people's sources, but for now, please read through everybody's contributions and my comments on those contributions and see if you can add anything or change anything or recommend anything to other members of the class. I look forward to the second version of this project, which should contain the summaries and analyses of the other sources of the remaining of your remaining sources. At the same time, feel free to revise the analyses that you have already posted, and also, first of all, begin thinking about the topic, the issue that you would like to investigate using these sources, or perhaps, likely, I hope so, you will find some other ones as you begin the project. Okay, thank you very much. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know. Goodbye.